rainy evening in America's finest city. It is the host site of our next contest in women's college basketball right here on ESPN+. The Gonzaga Bulldogs play the San Diego Toreros here at the Jenny Craig Pavilion. Alongside David Gentili, I'm Braden Sopretta. Thanks again for tuning in to a Thursday night action in the West Coast Conference. Got two teams, David, that are trending in different directions right now. The Gonzaga Bulldogs come in ranked number 19 in the country, 20-2 on the year, compared to San Diego at 4-16 and only 3-9 here at the Jenny Craig Pavilion. Two teams trending in different directions. That's a Charles Dickens tailored to women's basketball teams.
Always good to work in something a little literary, a little poetic, and yep, you said it. You're right on the nose there. San Diego 4-16 on the year, 0-7 in West Coast Conference play. Gonzaga 20-2, 7-0 in WCC play. The only team that hasn't lost in WCC action yet this season in the Zags against the only team that hasn't won in San Diego. But on top of basketball, a really important night play for K here at UST this evening. So some hoops and some cancer awareness, fundraising, everything that goes along that. Special for that to see.
San Diego will be wearing the pink uniforms tonight in honor of the Play for K game, the K Yao Cancer Fund, as they honored her before the game, and for everybody that knows somebody that has experienced a loved one with cancer themselves or have lost somebody to cancer. The Play for K organization with K Yao. So San Diego will be wearing their pink uniforms that they wear every year in their Play for K game, going against the Zags in their black jerseys and black shorts. Veronica Sheffy, Dylan Horton, Casey Newbert, Hassan Ronkar, and Kylie Horsemeyer, the starting five for USD. Kaylee Trong, Kaylin Trong, Eliza Hollingsworth, Yvonne Ejim, and Brenna Maxwell will start for Gonzaga as the Bulldogs win the tip, and we'll get things started going from right to left in their black uniforms, as I mentioned. Here's Trong, Kaylin Trong, over to the near side now. Ejim back over to her sister Kaylee Trong, who puts up a three, just missing to the left. Offensive rebound by Gonzaga, and they go back into their offensive work. Maxwell now right side, finds it to Hollingsworth, down inside to Ejim, can't come up with it, and a rebound for San Diego as they make a stop on their first possession. Newbert, a little bit of miscommunication there with Sheffy, almost travels, but gets it to her point guard. Sheffy just short on the layup attempt, and now Gonzaga back with possession over to the near side. Trong for three, off the back end of the iron. Good hustle play tip by Maxwell, but it goes into the Torero bench for a turnover, and San Diego will get possession back.
Gonzaga is the best team in the West Coast Conference right now, and it's not close. You look at what they've done offensively. They lead the league in assist-to-turnover ratio, assists per game, scoring margin, points per game, three-point percentage, and fewest turnovers per game as well. So doing everything well on that side of the floor. So good to see the Toreros get a couple of stops in their first few possessions defensively.
Horsemeyer's deep two, no good. Rebounded by Gonzaga, transition three, too strong, and Newbert pulls down another board. It's going to be a lot of Casey Newbert tonight for defensive and offensive rebounds if San Diego is going to want to knock off the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Newbert at the top of the key, works with her left hand, gets the ball stripped, runs it back down, and on the far side corner, loses the handle, goes out of play. A little bit of contact there, no foul, but last touch by Casey Newbert and a turnover.
If you're San Diego talking about how do you win this game, you have to do something spectacular compared to what you've done all season. I'd like to see Casey Newbert take that three. She doesn't take a lot of them, but wide open, 5 of 10 so far on the year. Don't take a lot of threes as a team, San Diego, but I think they'll have to have one of their better shooting nights from beyond the arc if they want to knock off the Zags tonight.
Trong down inside to Ejim, and we got our first foul call of the night. Be on the floor, and it looks like it's going to go against Hassan Ronkar. First personal, first team foul, and a player for San Diego that's been really good in her junior year, especially in the paint. And when Hassan Ronkar gets into foul trouble, as well as Casey Newbert, San Diego starts to struggle. Got to try to keep her out of foul trouble tonight. Trong just outside the block on the near side. Can't get that one to go. That rattles out. Sheffy picks it up. Horton loses the ball. It's stripped for a second, regains it, and the battle goes to Kaylin Trong. Finds Maxwell in transition. Just outside the elbow, bangs it in. And the first points tonight, Gonzaga leads it 2-0. 7:43 to go in the first. Sheffy getting the call from her head coach in Cindy Fisher, who is still trying to track down win number 400. Comes in tonight with 391 in her career. Remarkable feat for a college coach trying to join the 400 club. Still a little bit of time left in the season, but right now she's looking to try to get first West Coast Conference win of the season. Down to 5 seconds, Sheffy in trouble, finds Horton. Horton right side layup off the glass, won't go. Gets the rim bounce to reset the shot clock, but it goes out of play. Looks like it remains San Diego basketball. Take another look at the Maxwell jump shot. Only points for tonight. Inbound in the Horton, too strong. Sheffy rebound, tries to go up and runs into a ceiling. That is Hollingsworth and Egan. Hollingsworth with the block, and Gonzaga makes another stop. Trong drives all the way to the baseline, gets cut off. Hollingshed around to Trong to the far side of the court. Maxwell back to Kaylin Trong for three, and that is just short. Carr had it for a second. Loose ball. Horton gets tied up with Egan, and it's a jump ball. Possession favoring San Diego.
This is a really good start defensively for San Diego, forcing Gonzaga to take some threes. Look, Gonzaga does everything well, so you say you're forcing them to settle for threes. Well, they're a really good three-point shooting team. 3 of the top 4 shooters in terms of percentage in the WCC. But when the Zags have the ball on offense, watch the off-ball battle down low between Egan, who's probably going to be the West Coast Conference Player of the Year, and Harsimran Kaur. Can Kaur deny her the basketball, deny her easy looks?
Laura McCall just checked into the game, the freshman out of Idaho, and got trapped on the offensive end and then ended up throwing an interception that leads to a foul, in which Brenna Maxwell will shoot 2 free throws at the free throw line. 6-foot graduate student out of Gig Harbor, Washington, makes her first free throw. Transfer from Utah. And part of this Gonzaga team that has returned the majority of their players from a year ago. About 2 players on this Gonzaga team are a new face, and a big reason why they've had success because of the continuity they have had as a team. And a big reason they're 20-2 on the season. Timeout is called in the backcourt. And we're going to go to break. Gonzaga with a 4-0 lead. 6:27 to go in the first quarter. West Coast Conference action on ESPN+. 4-0 lead for the 19th ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs against the San Diego Toreros. Alongside David Gentili, I'm Braden Soprano. Thanks again for joining us this evening. A little bit of a wet one out there in America's finest city. Sun did break out right before 5 o'clock, but expected rainfall in the local area for the next week. Very unsurprising for America's finest. Harsimran Kaur, speaking of San Diego, gets a quick lay-in to make it a 4-2 ball game coming out of the timeout.
Offensively this season, San Diego has been at its best when it plays in transition, and that was almost like a transition bucket from the out-of-bounds play. Nice job from Carr rim running for the Toreros to get them on the board. What's been this very low-scoring start.
Very low-scoring start, but San Diego needs to try to take advantage of the slow start for Gonzaga. Never know when they're going to turn it on. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Trong just short again on the 3. Her sister gets the rebound, and then down inside to Egan, who gets the big points, and it's now 6-2 in favor of Gonzaga.
Great pass, great find by Kaylin Trong while Egan was resetting. Torero defense was trying to reset as well. Kaylin and Kaylee, very similar skill sets between the Zag twins.
Sheffy over to Horton. Horton with a handoff to Horstmeyer just at the top of the key. Picks up her dribble, flips over to the near side, back to Horton, who dribbles it out with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Off the screen from Carr, gets it back to Carr, top of the key, 3-point basket, too strong. Horstmeyer, great hustle play to get the board, goes down hard, and there is a foul called. Foul's going to be on Yvonne Egan. Her first personal foul, and the first team foul for the Bulldogs as they go to the bench and bring in a couple of substitutions. Mott Hybens comes in for the Zags, out of their 6'3" junior out of the Netherlands. as well as Callie Stokes. Quick catch and shoot for Horton, nothing but net. 6-4 game in favor of the Zags.
Horton has a good game inside the arc for San Diego. She's a pretty good three-point shooter, too. We haven't seen as much of that this season, but anywhere inside it, too, you like Horton taking that shot.
Egan with the hook shot, no good, and Carr trying to knock the ball away from Egan after the shot. Ends up whacking Egan in the face, and that's going to be Carr's second foul already. Talked about it earlier in the game. Hassan Carr has been a big factor in San Diego's success, especially with the ability to get rebounds that try to keep her out of foul trouble, and already 2 fouls here with 5 minutes to go in the first.
And Carr is so impactful for San Diego on both ends of the floor. They don't have anybody else defensively that really matches up with Egan the way that Carr does. So if she stays in foul trouble, that's going to be a problem for USD.
A great transition play for USD results in Horton missing a shot, something that she's going to want back. Goes all the way back down the floor to Gonzaga, who gets fouled on their transition play. And now Mott Hybens will go to the free throw line with a 6-4 lead, 4:46 to go in the first. Hybens a 75% free throw shooter on the season and is a perfect now 7 for 7 in conference play.
Told you about all those categories. Gonzaga is leading the WCC, and they're actually second in free throw percentage, but still 4th in the country, shooting at 81%, just a tick behind the Santa Clara Broncos in that department.
West Coast Conference with the good free throw shooting teams, as Hybens makes both of them, and have now doubled the Torero score at 8-4. Full court pressure yet again from Gonzaga. It's given San Diego some fits so far this early quarter. Over to Finney, back to Sheffy. Sheffy from the elbow. And Newbert tried to get the board back, and she does. We're going to get 3 Bulldogs and gets fouled in the process by Kaylin Trong.
San Diego last time out battled that very good Portland Pilot team tough on Saturday, lost it 64-59. What they faced in that game that will help them in this game is 40 minutes of full court pressure. It won't be as intense or as frequent from the Zags, so San Diego very familiar with that coming off that close game against Portland.
Kaylin Trong's first personal, and the second team foul for Gonzaga after the inbounds pass. Here's Kylie Horsemeyer. Casey Newbert over to Sheffy on the far side. Being guarded by Kaylin Trong. Works back with a right-handed dribble. Finney, 5 seconds to shoot. Finney trying to get somebody to get some action going, and Sheffy just chucks up a shot that is not going to get off in time nor touch the rim, and a shot clock violation for San Diego. So Hollingsworth back into the game for Gonzaga, as well as Kaylee Trong. Kaylin Trong and Yvonne Ejim will take a rest with 4:05 to go here in the first. Top of the key, Stokes. Quick catch and shoot for Maxwell, no good. And Sheffy gets the board again. Sheffy with a chest-high fast dribble gets it across the court. Looking for a screen from Horsemeyer. Instead, she'll hand the ball off to Horsemeyer in the front court. Back to Sheffy. Far side wing. Afiaki gets Finney cutting to the basket, right side baseline, no good. Rebound Sheffy off the tip. And San Diego with the threat, and a nice Euro step layup finger roll good for Veronica Sheffy. It's now 8-6.
Sheffy leading the Toreros in points and assists this year. It's always a good possession when you can get a shot out of your main scorer. Also a threat for the pass anytime she's out there. Sheffy's going to have a big game for San Diego tonight. That was a nice finish, splitting the defense. Watch it here. Just a subtle change of direction, navigating a couple Zag defenders. Had the space and was able to take it. And finishing at the rim, another big key for San Diego. They've struggled with offense. They've struggled with confident scoring as of late. Finishing at the rim is going to be huge for them in this one.
Shot no good, and rebounded by Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth underneath the basket, gets rejected. And it goes over the baseline and will remain Gonzaga basketball. 2:46 to go here in the first. 8-6 lead for Gonzaga. Trong from the baseline, inbound. Hollingsworth, catch and shoot. Good. Rolled around and pulled through. It's now a 10-6 lead for Gonzaga. 2:35 to go in the first.
Part of what makes the Zags such a tough matchup is their entire starting five. All but one of them averages in double figures. The only one that doesn't is Hollingsworth. And she scores 9.7 points a game, shooting 43%. They really test the entire five of the opposing team's defense.
Sheffy beyond the arc, driving right side, and gets hit hard. No foul as Gonzaga gets another stop. Transition three for Maxwell, and that is good. A great shot by Maxwell. She got hit in the process. No foul on that one either. But the Bulldogs' lead is now at 7, 13-6. 1:50 to go in the first. Afiaki was looking for Newbert cutting, but finds Sheffy instead. Far side wing. Sheffy at the elbow. Afiaki posting up. Reverse layup is good. Nice little reverse pivot move. Hook shot. And Afiaki's on the board for the first time. It's now 13-8. 90 seconds to go in the first. Cutting the basket. Maxwell back out to Stokes for three. Too strong. A rebound for Hollingsworth. And she gets the putback. Leads back to 7. Binney slows things down as she finds Sheffy in the front court. Working against Stokes off the screen from Afiaki, but it's going to be a little bit too violent. Foul called against the Toreros as Melisungu Afiaki will have her first personal foul. And it'll be the fifth team foul.
Good look at those last two buckets there from Tim Day and our production crew. You've got Brenna Maxwell, top three-point shooter in the WCC, 44%. That's also 18th in the country, so you cannot leave her alone. And Afiaki getting on the board for San Diego. She only averages a point a game so far this season. They'll need her to step up with Carr sitting with those two fouls.
1 minute to go in the first quarter. Here's Kaylin Trong, and she is fouled. Got bodied up as she tried to attempt a layup. It's going to be on Mila Waskovic, her first personal. And the 6th team foul for San Diego will send Trong to the line for 2 shots in the bonus.
Reigning West Coast Conference Player of the Year here, one of 4 Zags on the preseason All-WCC team. She does a really nice job reading the defense off the screen. If they continue to get the space, if nobody shows, it makes you stop your momentum. Just gradually work your way downhill. Ends up earning the trip to the free throw line. But they typically make it count with the best of them in the country.
Trong makes 1 of 2. And it's now a 16-8 lead for the Bulldogs. Newbert gets Hollingsworth. Right side dribble, back over to Horton. Horton to Afiaki. There's Waskovic. Waskovic penetrates right side. Horstmeyer cuts baseline, and the float from the block extended on the near side is good. 16-10. Transition layup, and Gonzaga answers very quickly off the hand of Kylie Stokes.
On the other end for San Diego, nice job by Horstmeyer. Just a split second, she started to cut in, saw the ball might get behind her, and then got in and scores for 2, where she is very efficient for this Torero team. That's one thing this offense is built around in the half court. Create and finish high percentage 2s. They've done a good job of creating them this season, but the finishing has been pretty much bad all year for San Diego.
With 5.7 seconds left, Waskovic, who tried to force it down to Newbert, throws it over the baseline, and it's a turnover, so Gonzaga will have one last opportunity here. Trong thinks about a half-court shot, draws contact, no foul, and no shot. It's 18-10 for Gonzaga as we get ready for quarter number 2 right here on ESPN+. Bulldogs with a comfortable lead over San Diego's. They lead at 18-10 alongside David Gentili. I'm Braden Sobrena, getting ready for quarter number 2 here in San Diego, California. West Coast Conference women's basketball on ESPN+. David, first quarter, a little bit uncharacteristic for the Bulldogs. Only shooting 12.5% from the three-point line, 1 for 8, but they've taken advantage of the turnovers of San Diego, outscoring them 5-0 on points off turnovers.
Gonzaga started 2 for 14, finished the quarter 4 for 6. You look at that 2 for 14 start and you say, were they getting quality looks? I thought they were. Took them a minute to get the lid off the three-point line. Once they did, got that one to go, you can see the confidence for this team. It's such a high-scoring unit, and they come out and get an easy bucket to start quarter number 2.
Ejin with the quick layup, and Afiaki trying to answer, misses right. And Trong in transition uses some speed, then slows it down in the near side corner. Around the horn now, there's Esther Little, who comes in for the first time tonight. As Trong down inside Hollingsworth, and she drops it in. Nice little teardrop off the glass and in. 22-10 in favor of Gonzaga, who are slowly starting to wake up here in the second quarter. Malia Tharp drives left side, back out to Horton. Horton right side layup, and that's too strong yet again. And Ejim pulls down the rebound for Gonzaga. Up to Trong on the far side of the court. Ejim around the horn through Little into the corner now. Trong over to her sister and Kaylin Trong, and a waist-high dribble goes over to the right side wing. Gets smothered, finds Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth pulls up a 3. And Eliza Hollingsworth starts the three-point shooting for Gonzaga, 1 for 1 in the second quarter. And Cindy Fisher is going to call a timeout. Gonzaga off to a little bit of a run here to get things started in the second quarter as they lead it 24-10 over San Diego. We'll be right back. 24-10 in favor of the Gonzaga Bulldogs here at the Jenny Craig Pavilion in beautiful San Diego, California, although it's a wet and wild today. There's a lot of rain in the forecast here in San Diego. A lot of rain coming from the three-point line for the Gonzaga Bulldogs, more importantly in the second quarter than the first, as Jess Finney tries to be a part of that. Just goes out of bounds. It's going to be San Diego basketball after the shot. Courtney Riston had just checked into the game for the Toreros, as Cindy Fisher had to call a timeout very quickly in the second quarter as Gonzaga got to a nice 3 for 3 from the field start to increase their lead to 24-10 before the longtime head coach said, we need to reset.
Bulldogs started 2 of 14. They've made 5 straight shots, 7 of their last 8 overall. So for San Diego, you've got to try and do something to match offensively here. High scoring hasn't been a forte of these Toreros this season, but they'll have to play well above their offensive averages to try and keep pace tonight.
So an offensive foul against Casey Newbert. Her first personal and the first team foul of the quarter for San Diego. 24-10 lead for the Bulldogs. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Offensive foul. Hollingsworth got a piece of Newbert in her triple threat position. And Hollingsworth's going to get the foul, her first personal, and now Gonzaga's second team foul of the quarter. So Hollingsworth gets hit with the foul. And now Hybens comes back into the game for Gonzaga.
I think Cindy Fisher is asking the officiating crew if they might take another look at that one. She had just gestured, moving her elbow out left to right. Seems like they're not going to go ahead and do that. But one thing you love about Casey Newbert, the lone all-conference honorable mention returner for San Diego for this season, not afraid of the physical side of the game, not afraid to get on the deck. And for the Toreros to be successful tonight, one thing you can try and do to knock Gonzaga out of rhythm, play physical defensively. Newbert is no stranger to that for USD.
Newbert over to Finney on the near side arc. Finney calls for Riston to come towards her, then drives baseline herself, try to force it back to Courtney, and the loose ball ends up in the Gonzaga's hands. Over to Ejin in transition, and Ejin had to save that pass from Trong from going out of bounds. She had to bend over backwards and then flip it back up in time for the bucket. An impressive play for Gonzaga as the lead is now up to 16 for the Bulldogs. Newbert posting up against Ejin, and Ejin blocks it. Finds Trong in transition. Trong, a behind-the-back pass to her sister for three. Count the bucket and one. A nifty pass from Kaylin Trong to Kaylee Trong. And Kaylee drills the three, gets hacked, and will go to the line.
Yeah, they've had one of the best backcourt tandems for a long time in the West Coast Conference with the Trongs. I'll tell you what, that kind of play, that comes from playing together growing up, playing together in high school, continuing to play together in college, just having a really good understanding of what the other one wants to do out on the floor. Terrific guards for these Zags.
And the 4-point play is complete for Kaylee Trong. Give her 4 points on the night, all in that one sequence. And now the lead's up to 20 for Gonzaga with just under 7 minutes to go in the quarter.
And it's 12-0 Bulldogs here in the first 3 minutes and change of this second quarter.
We talked about before, it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when, and Gonzaga has awoken. So an inside pass to Newbert gets knocked away. It's last touch by Gonzaga. And San Diego will inbound it underneath the basket. Sheffy running out of time, finds Newbert in the front court beyond the arc, who dishes it back to Sheffy to take control with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sheffy off of the screen from Riston, loses the ball, cuts back to the right, picks up her dribble. Vasicki for three to beat the buzzer. It's off the rim. Sheffy with a fresh shot clock, had it for a second, and it gets knocked loose. Kaylin Trong gets cut off, picks up her dribble. Out to Maxwell for three. That's no good. Newbert with a good box out. Loose ball on the ground. It's a battle for the ball between Ejim and Newbert. And it's going to be a jump ball in possession for the Toreros. As they will get the benefit of the alternating possession. Down 20, as I mentioned, 6:15 to go in the second. Sheffy, Horstmeyer, Vasicki. Seeing Vasicki for the first time after the last timeout. Newbert back to Vasicki, near side arc, dribbles it back, and now between their legs. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sheffy, far side, handoff back from Newbert to Sheffy. Float shot at the free throw line. Hits the front rim, the back rim, and drops in for two. And that snaps the long streak for Gonzaga. It's now 30-12. Hybims over the near side to Salenbein, and San Diego forces a turnover. Sheffy, Vasicki, right side. Hard drive, won't get it to go. Ejim pulls it down. Ejim in transition. Ejim, crossover step. The move on the right side, and the layup is good. A shifty move after the steal by Yvonne Ejim.
And that's the separator for Ejim. She has guard-like skills for the 6'1" forward. Can play down low, but has great range in her game, cutting it back across left and right. That's why she's one of the best players in this league.
Ejim's got 8 points on the night as Sheffy comes up short on the three-pointer, rolls over the baseline. And another turnover for San Diego. Take another look at Ejim's play. Great step to the right, great ball coordination, and a nice easy layup. As I mentioned before, the skills for a player at 6'1" in women's college basketball to have the skill set of a guard as well. Huge advantage. Easy lay-in for Trong. And it's now 34-12. Horstmeyer in the corner. Top of the key, Vasicki, catch and shoot three, and that sticks to the left side of the rim and slowly rolls off the board. Three-pointer for Maxwell on the other end, tipped perfectly by Gonzaga's Salenbein. Unfortunately, Gonzaga unable to capitalize on that. Horstmeyer just in front of the three-point line, rolls out, Newbert with the board. Sheffy, top of the key. 15 on the shot clock, 4 minutes left in the half. Horstmeyer back to Sheffy. Newbert, top of the key, round the horn. Vasicki for three. Yes! 34-15 as Maddie Johnny Vasicki hits it from beyond the arc.
Well, shooting and shooting from downtown, we've talked about it. It's all about confidence. Vasicki just 1 for 10 coming into this game. The three-point shooting, something that San Diego needs to tap into a little bit more down the home stretch of the season. So a nice hit there.
Quick move for Mott Hybens. And Hybens is on the board with her first 2 of the night. Only 2 Gonzaga Bulldogs that have played have yet to be on the board. Everybody else has contributed offensively. Hollingsworth and Ejim lead the field with 8 points each for the Bulldogs. Tough shot there, but Sheffy follows her shot, then short again, and a foul is on the floor. Mention the hustle and athleticism of Casey Newbert. She has been battered all over the court tonight.
Foul is on the Bulldogs, number 22, Brennan Maxwell.
Brennan Maxwell will get her first personal foul, and Gonzaga will have their 4th team foul of the quarter. Claire Gallagher just checked into the game, finds Hassan Ronkar, who we haven't seen at all in the second quarter due to her 2 fouls already. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher for 3. Swish. Claire Gallagher, the big 3-point shot, her first of the season. Has been injured for the majority of her Torero career after transferring from Lafayette. Makes her first 3 of the year. She had only attempted 4 on the season. It's now a 36-18 game. Rebound by Veronica Sheffy off the missed shot by Callie Stokes. Dylan Horton, couple of steps, and just gets the ball taken out of her hands by Kaylee Stokes. Callie Stokes will force a jump ball, which favors Gonzaga.
Well, 2 seasons ago, Gallagher, 37% three-point shooter at Lafayette. Much like Dylan Horton, who transferred over from Florida A&M, where she was an all-SWAC performer. They brought in some good shooting and some transfer experience, so good to see Gallagher get it going, too, after you mentioned, Braden, a lot of time down and injured. She only had 2 points coming into this game for the year.
Sheffy with a steal. It's a 3-on-1. Over to Horton. Layup from the left block. Good. And San Diego's starting to go on a little bit of a run here. Now down 36-20, under 2 minutes to go in the half. Trong working back off Hollingsworth's screen. Inside the lane. Tries to put it up. No good. Carr with the board. Finds Sheffy. Sheffy back outside to Horton for 3. Just off the mark to the left. Newbert hustle rebound and gets it back to her point guard. Sheffy dribbles it out. 90 seconds to go in the half. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to work off a screen, and Trong with a great steal. It's loose on the ground, and it's going to be a kicked ball. Kicked ball is going to be on Gonzaga, it looks like.
Number 15, Yvonne Ejim, re-enters for Gonzaga. And number 11, Malia Clark, re-entering for San Diego.
So Ejim comes back in for Gonzaga. And after that sequence, it was a good play by Trong. Loose ball on the ground, but she accidentally kicks it in the process. So San Diego will retain the possession.
On that last replay, really nice job by Horton with 2 Toreros running off ball in transition, staying put, trying to stay hidden on the baseline. Ends up getting herself an easy 2.
Tough shot there for Malia Tharp. And Gonzaga forces a stop as they lead it by 16 with a minute to go in the half. Sheffy goes down hard. Trong pulls up a 3, and that one's just a little bit off the mark. Good rebound there for Callie Stokes. As Trong has it on the near side. Down inside Ejim. Pumps a couple of times, pulls up the shot instead. Rattles around, rolls around, falls through. And it's an 18-point lead as Ejim now has 10 points. Horton just missing on the front end. Ejim pulls down another board. He's already got 10 and 6. Or 10 and 5. Oh, it is 10 and 6. 10.6 boards already for Ejim here in the first half. Difference being about 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Trong, right side, working against Sheffy. Loses the ball right in front of the Torero bench. Has to pick it back up, looking for an outlet. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Carr knocks it away from Ejim. Pick up by Tharp. There's Carr. Over to Gallagher. 3 seconds. She's going to pull a three. And that's no good as time expires. So Gallagher tried to get an uncontested three to potentially end the half. Instead, it will be a Gonzaga lead by 18 points going into halftime. But a nice little bright spot to finish the first half for San Diego. We're going to get to halftime as the Bulldogs lead at 38-20. Back with first half stats and analysis right here on ESPN+. It's halftime here in San Diego as the Gonzaga Bulldogs, ranked 19 in the country, lead the San Diego Toreros 38-20. Alongside David Gentili, I'm Braden Soprano. Thanks again for tuning in to the broadcast tonight. It's been all Bulldogs here in the first half, but San Diego a little bit of a charge there late in the second quarter.
But one thing that you like from San Diego, and Lisa Fortier, the head coach of the Bulldogs, said this after their game in Spokane, they don't quit, they don't get down, they keep playing and they keep playing hard. They'll take a little bit of momentum into halftime, but they're really going to have to do something special to try and flip this game in the second half.
And they got off to a good start, San Diego did defensively against Gonzaga, holding them to about a 20% shooting percentage. But then second quarter, great start to the second quarter, ended up shooting over 50% from the field in the entire quarter.
A big part of that was they forced the basketball outside. Gonzaga, a great three-point shooting team. Didn't get a lot of threes early, but you look at the Bulldogs and they didn't get a lot of early looks for Yvonne Ejim, who's shooting 65% so far on the year. So San Diego, that's Harson Roncalve mostly battling on the interior. Helped them slow down Gonzaga in the early part of the game, but the Bulldogs get that flurry late in the first, 18 in the first, 20 in the second. Just a tick under their average if you stretch that out for the game. They're just over 80 points a game right now at 38. 76 would be double that up for the second half.
Traditional halftime stats, Gonzaga leading in shooting percentage, 42.9% to San Diego's only 25% from the field. In terms of some in-depth stats, 18 points in the paint for Gonzaga compared to San Diego's 8. 7 points for the Bulldogs off 10 San Diego turnovers. San Diego yet to score any points off of turnovers. San Diego outdoing Gonzaga 10-8 on second chance points. But as you mentioned before, Gonzaga in transition has been top-notch.
And that's one reason why they give up somewhat of a high field goal percentage compared to what you might expect. 41.5% from the floor for opponents against Gonzaga this year. That's only 7th in the West Coast Conference. So it's great to see them holding San Diego to 25% shooting while still being able to push that pace. Should be said, too, with some of these stats, this team has played one of the toughest schedules in the country. So when you look at, say, some Gonzaga stats versus San Diego stats, you're talking about much tougher competition for the Bulldogs outside of conference play, and that's going to skew those numbers a little bit.
And a team that's on a 14-game winning streak and have won now 20 of their last 21. Their last loss dating back to November 26th, but they lost to Louisville at Louisville, number 20 in the country at the time. Gonzaga Bulldogs have led by as many as 22. They currently lead it by 18. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Gonzaga Bulldogs. They're ranked 19 in the country with some of their first half highlights right here on ESPN+. Halftime here at America's finest city. The Gonzaga Bulldogs ranked 19 in the country in women's college basketball, leading the San Diego Toreros 38-20. Alongside David Gentili, I'm Braden Soprano. As we are here at halftime, the Gonzaga Bulldogs got off to a little bit of a slow start, at least slow for Gonzaga standards, and then really poured it on in the second quarter.
Started just 2 of 14 from the floor and then finished the half 13 out of 21. What you're going to see in this highlight package is an unselfish group, a lot of different scorers. Yvonne Ejim, best player in the West Coast Conference, getting it done underneath. They had a lot of different Zags involved. They play inside, they play outside well. Terrific sharing of the basketball. How about that catch from Ejim underneath, stretching out to give herself the opportunity, and then the fancy play from the Trongs. three-pointer plus the foul. Sister to sister for that finish. Ejim cutting back and forth. Great guard skills for the 6'1 forward out of Canada. Just some incredible balance. And once they got going late in that first quarter, there was no stopping them the rest of the way in that first half. At one stretch, they made 7 consecutive field goals.
Now shooting 43% from the field. Had a great second quarter, as we mentioned. Took advantage of San Diego's turnovers and have dominated points in the paint, outscoring San Diego 18-8. There has been some bright spots for the Toreros as well. We're going to highlight some of those highlights when we come back at halftime here as the Bulldogs lead at 38-20 on ESPN+. 38-20 lead for the 19th ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs over the host San Diego Toreros here on women's college basketball. Alongside David Gentili, I'm Braden Soprenet. As we wrap up halftime and get you ready for second half action, San Diego had a pretty good start to pretty good finish to the first half, but it's been all Gonzaga so far tonight.
Now, San Diego not particularly efficient scoring in that first half. That's a win for Gonzaga. Toreros just 20 points at the half. They had 33 in the matchup in Spokane. But what you like for San Diego, they're getting a lot of different players involved. Short shot there from Horstmeyer, always good within 8 feet of the cup. Can always count on Sheff to get her own shot and distribute for this team. And then these two, the Vasicki 3 and the Gallagher 3. This team takes among the fewest three-pointers in the country. That's a good recipe for a comeback down 8 team at halftime. Maybe trying to get a little bit more going from beyond the arc for San Diego. And then a good layup at the end in transition. I think it's got to be three-pointers. It's got to be transition. And for that transition to work for the Toreros, they'll have to get some stops and try and slow Gonzaga down like they were able to do effectively at the beginning of this game.
Talked about it early in the first half about trying to keep Hassamran Carr out of foul trouble. And when she came back into the game in the second quarter, there was a little bit more resurgence for San Diego offensively because they were making more stops defensively.
And it's about the presence of Carr inside. She's really the one shot blocker that you might take an extra look at in the scout if you're the opposition against San Diego. So her being on the floor was crucial. We saw her get into some foul trouble against Portland, kept her out of the game, and how that changed things, especially against the 6'6" Lucy Cochran for the Pilots. So as foul trouble with Carr goes, the Toreros tend to go as well. She'll have to do a good job of fouling or not fouling, playing without fouling defensively to try and lengthen her minutes. In this one, she only played 8 minutes, 2 seconds of that first half for San Diego.
Yeah, and a big asset for the Toreros, especially with Casey Newbert trying to do a lot inside the paint by herself. Could use a little bit of help and some more size in the 6'4" Hassamran Carr. Getting ready for second half action here as Gonzaga leads it 38-20, trying to improve to a perfect 8-0 in West Coast Conference play and continue a 14-game winning streak. They've also had some great success against San Diego, and now their 78th matchup against the Toreros. Zags hold a 54-23 record over the Toreros, and they have won 15 straight games against San Diego, trying to make that 16 here in the second half. First meeting came back in 1987, in which the Gonzaga Bulldogs won 64-60 on the road right here in San Diego. Last time they played each other earlier this year, it was the Bulldogs that won 85-67, and Yvonne Ejim scored 25 points with 10 rebounds, as she is on track to potentially do that and more here in the second meeting between the two teams in 2024. Foul's got to be on Kaylee Trong. First personal, first team foul of the quarter. It comes with 14 seconds into the third quarter on the first possession for San Diego. Newbert inbounds it to Veronica Sheffy as the Toreros go from right to left, wearing their pink uniforms tonight in their Play for K game that benefits the K Yao Cancer Fund. Tough shot by Casey Newbert, and Gonzaga makes a stop on their first defensive possession as Hollingsworth now has it on the right side. There's Trong outside the arc, down inside to Ejim. Ejim posting up against Carr, back out to Kaylin Trong. And Kaylin Trong gets Gonzaga started off from the three-point line with a big three. They lead at 41-20. Horstmeyer tries the answer, no good. Carr gets the board, goes up, gets it stripped, finds the ball on the ground, and gets fouled. Try to go back for more.
Another example of what Ejim does really well. Look at the vision, skipping this pass across court. If you try and crash inside against Gonzaga, you're facing the number 1, number 3, number 4 three-point shooters in the WCC. You really can't give any of them any room. Nice find, good triple to knock down. Zags staying in rhythm to start off this second half.
Inbounds past the Horton in the near side corner. On top of the key now is Carr. Carr working it around. Gets it knocked away for a second. Puts up a shot at the free throw line. No good. And none other than Ejim pulling down the board again. Her 7th rebound of the game. Dylan Horton with a steal. A 3-on-1 for San Diego. Nice pass to Sheffy, who draws contact and can't get the shot to fall. But she will go to the free throw line.
Now, the San Diego group's so young this year. They've been struggling on offense, as we've talked about. Typically one of the teams that gives Gonzaga a run for its money in the West Coast Conference. For the Toreros, they lost 4 starters last year. Kira Okri, who was all-conference. Ayana Kalfani, all-conference, and the co-defensive player of the year. Maya Pace, among the players that they lost from last season. So you've got your lone returning starter, Casey Newbert. You got Sheffy here at the line, who's really stepped up, taking on a bigger role this season. We have so many new players that come in. The first thing you have to do is try and get everybody acclimated over the summertime. Well, this team had a very choppy summer. A lot of the group was injured, so they were really playing catch up from day one. It's a recipe for tough times ahead in the season. That's a big reason why it's played out the way it has for this 4-16 group.
Hollingsworth down to Ejim, back out to Trong for 3. And Trong's heating up from beyond the arc. It's now a 44-22 lead for Gonzaga, as Kaylee Trong's got 7 points. Third most on the Bulldogs tonight. Ejim still has the lead with 10. Horton for 3. Yes. Dylan Horton with a big three-pointer. She's got 7 tonight, as she is trying to track down a career milestone in career points. A shot good for three-pointer for Brenna Maxwell. And trying to get the pass inside the Carr. Goes over her head and out of play. A big 3 here by Trong. And you got the answer from Horton. Horton with 7 points tonight. She is trying to track down 1,000 career points over 5 years playing at the college level.
Difference in that Horton 3 was the patience. She's a little bit off the three-point line, took an extra second to get those feet set. You really need them under you, especially when you're shooting from that far out. But speaking of three-pointers, right now seems like the Zags on the other end just can't miss.
Kaylee Trong again for 3. Down inside, no good. Last touch by Gonzaga, so San Diego. No, it's going to be last touch by San Diego, so Gonzaga forces another turnover. Up 25 points, largest lead of the night for the Bulldogs. Foul against Veronica Sheffy, trying to blow through the screen of Hollingsworth. So that's Sheffy's first personal foul and the first team foul of the quarter. .6-0 run for the Bulldogs over the last minute of play. Kaylin Trong over to Hollingsworth. She pulls up a 3. That's good. Third quarter. It's been raining threes worse than it's been raining outside. Now a 53-25 lead for Gonzaga, 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Horton and Newbert. Over to Sheffy. Sheffy the crossover dribble at the free throw line, picks it up. Newbert puts up a three. That's just in front of the target. And Gonzaga now in transition. Trong with a no-look pass behind her back. Cutting to the basket was Little, and she can't finish the play. Esther Little had a great cut underneath the basket and a no-look pass behind the back by Trong. Comes up empty. I would be surprised they try that again later. Sheffy now left side trying to get her layup up. Hollingsworth with the rejection. Horstmeyer with the rebound and putback. Won't go as she is fouled. And Kylie Horstmeyer will get to the free throw line as Olusungu Afiaki checks into the game for San Diego, and Matt Hybens comes in for Gonzaga.
The line for San Diego, number 24, Kylie Horstmeyer, 2 shots.
Horstmeyer's first free throw attempt, good. Kylie, one of the better free throw shooters on this Toreros team, is now a perfect 3 for 3 in conference play, but a shot now over 80% from the line on the season. She hits both free throws, and it's now 53-27, 5:33 to go here in the third. Trong, Hollingsworth, back to Trong. Works back on the right. And a steal by Horton. Horton in transition, the layup good. Give her 9 points. Dylan Horton now 80 points away from 1,000. Three-pointer good for Maxwell, and a good answer for Gonzaga. Maxwell's now got 13 points on the night. 56-29 lead. Horton, another jump shot. That's good. And Dylan Horton has gone on a little bit of a run. Trying to track down 1,000 points as Dylan Horton is now 4 points closer after that sequence. 56-31 lead for the Bulldogs on ESPN+. Dylan Horton went on a little bit of a run. Gonzaga and San Diego ended up calling a timeout. Nice quick work there for the Toreros defensively, and a good answer for Gonzaga. Maxwell again from beyond the arc. She now leads the Bulldogs with 16 points, 59-31 lead.
Zags are an unreal 7 of 7 from three-point land in this half. You're looking at that timeout. After a made San Diego bucket, you're saying, why did the Toreros call it? Horton made a basket, and then on the other end, it was a wide-open look for Maxwell. Cindy Fisher going up to Harson Braun-Carr, who was the closest defender, saying, you've just got to get out on her. Giving up a wide-open three after a made bucket. Always a no-go defensively.
Wriston pulls down the board, finds Sheffy. Sheffy works back to the left at the elbow, no good. Horstmeyer punches it back up into the air, and it's saved by Gonzaga right in front of the baseline. Trong pushes it down the floor. On the far side wing, and Maxwell again for three. She's feeling it. Maxwell with 19 points tonight is now 5 for 9 from beyond the arc. And the Bulldogs in the third quarter have really awakened, especially from beyond the arc, as they're a perfect 8 for 8 from 3 in the third quarter.
Maxwell with 4 of those threes ends up wide open once again. It's just consistent defensive breakdowns right now for San Diego. You've got to get somebody out on her. If you make those kind of mistakes, you're going to pay for them.
Horstmeyer with the floater, too strong. Hybins pulls it down and finds Trong over on the near side. Trong goes all the way to the block, tries to flip it to Hollingsworth, and Dylan Horton gets it after it knocks away from Hollingsworth. Horton will bring it across the court. She's had a pretty good third quarter. Leads the Toreros in points with 11. Now she is trying to track down 1,000 points in the second half of conference play to go. Orton gets it stripped, picked up by Hollingsworth, and passed along to Trong. It goes a cross-court pass over to the near side. Maxwell drives in the lane, puts up a shot, and it's going to be a foul called. And it looks like Afiaki takes a charge. So Maxwell will get hit with the foul, her second personal, 4th team foul, and we're going to go to break. 62-31 lead for the Bulldogs. Lights out from beyond the arc in the third quarter. It's been raining outside and it's been raining threes inside, especially here in the third quarter. Gonzaga a perfect 8 for 8 from beyond the arc after starting the night 1 for 7 from the three-point line, but have a huge lead, 62-31 over San Diego. Alongside David Gentili, I'm Braden Soprano. Thanks again for tuning in to women's college basketball in the West Coast Conference on ESPN+. Veronica Sheffy out to Kylie Horsemeyer for a deep 2, and she bangs it home. It's now 62-33. Horsemeyer with 6 points on the night for the Toreros. Trong right side, waist-high dribble, working against Sheffy. Around the horn, down inside to Ejim. Ejim had led the team in points with 10, as a foul is called on her going up for a shot. But Maxwell has had an unbelievable quarter in the third quarter, has surpassed Ejim for most points scored on the Gonzaga Bulldogs tonight with 19 points, most of them coming from the three-point line, 5 for 9 on the evening, but a perfect 4 for 4 here in the third quarter.
And Gonzaga as a team has made 8 consecutive threes. They have more three-pointers in that 5-minute, 20-second stretch of this quarter than they did the entire first game against San Diego, an 85-67 win back on January 13th. A big part of that, Maxwell was in some early foul trouble, sat most of the first half in that game, and after getting off to a slow start from 3 here, they're entering orbit, some of the numbers they've been putting up lately.
Both free throws are good by Ejim. It's now a 64-33 lead for the Bulldogs with just over 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Afiaki finds Horsemeyer, and Horsemeyer with a good lay-in. Working against Ejim, 64-35, and Horsemeyer's got 8.
And Horsemeyer can be a very effective scorer for San Diego. It's because of her understanding of the game. She's very good at off-ball movement, either cutting to get in behind like she did there, or staying put for the jumper like she did the previous time. So always an asset. You're always looking for Kylie in that mid-range game. She's got a good 1-2 off the bounce as well.
And a good 1-2 move there by Sheffy on the charge. That will light up a bench anytime in basketball. So an offensive foul against Stokes, be a turnover for her. And San Diego gets the ball back. Zaga with 5 fouls in the quarter. And a returning offensive foul. So Veronica Sheffy takes the charge and then delivers one at the same time. Same sequence.
They get Sheffy for the push-off. You can hold that arm bar out. You cannot extend it, and that's what the referee said that Sheffy did there.
So that's her third. Correction, Finney's third. Finney has 3 personal fouls. Sheffy's got 2. Afiaki with a steal and a quick flip to Newbert. Here comes Jess Finney near side. Cross-court pass. Horsemeyer puts it down and tries to go back up and gets fouled. And Horsemeyer's fired up. The best free throw shooters on the team will go to the charity strike. A great pass by Jess Finney. And hit Horsemeyer in stride. She kind of ran out of room as Gonzaga quickly swarmed to Horsemeyer.
That starts on the other end with Melisungo Afiaki. You always have to battle physically with Yvonne Ejim. If she catches the ball deep, 2 feet in the paint, you don't have much of a chance of stopping her. But if you can battle, try and get around, get her out of position, as was the case there, you get the stop. So good defense from Afiaki. San Diego can get out and run where they have always been comfortable.
Horsemeyer's first free throw is good. The second also good. On par for what she has done so far this year. Perfect 4 for 4 tonight. And as mentioned before, she was a perfect 6 for 6 in conference play and a shot over now 80% from the free throw line. It's now 64-37, 44 seconds left in the third quarter. San Diego trying to get a little bit of a comeback going. Finney now has 4 fouls. Got a little bit too close to Bree Salenbein. And San Diego now has 4 team fouls. So Vasicki goes to the scorer's table. Most likely to take Finney out next time to break, and another foul is called. That's going to be in Sheffy. That's her 3rd.
Foul is on the Toreros. Veronica Sheffy. 3rd personal, 15 foul. Both teams are now with the bonus. Number 14, Maddie Vasicki.
So Sheffy's got 3 fouls. Finney's got 4.
Number 5, Lauren.
Gonzaga's at the free throw line for the remainder of the quarter in the bonus. As Kaylee Trong will go to the free throw line. Trong's got 10 points tonight, one of them coming from the charity strike. And 9 of those points coming from beyond the arc. First free throw for Trong is good. She had that 4-point play earlier on in the game. Second free throw also good. So she's a perfect 3 for 3 on the evening. And the Toreros now trail 66-37 with 25 seconds left in the quarter. Lauren McCall out of control, gets it stolen again. And now Gonzaga will slow it down for the final 20 seconds of the third. Ejim, and a nice lay-in with 7 seconds to go in the quarter. 2 seconds, and McCall runs out of time on a shot. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. The third quarter, dominated by Gonzaga. With Ejim underneath the basket, and Maxwell from beyond the arc. 68-37. We head to quarter 4 on ESPN+. Fourth quarter action here at the Jenny Craig Pavilion alongside David Gentili. I'm Braden Soprano. Gonzaga with a 68-37 lead here in the fourth quarter. They're able to pull away a lot in the third quarter with a perfect 8 for 8 from beyond the arc, and that's their first miss in a long time from 3. And Maxwell's first miss for a long time from 3. But a stop nonetheless for San Diego. Sheffy in transition. 18-foot jump shot, no good. 15-foot jump shot. With 9:27 to go here in the fourth. Gonzaga started the game off 1 for 7 for the three-point line. Went 1 for 5 in the second quarter, and then a perfect 8 for 8. I mentioned it at halftime. It was very uncharacteristic for the Bulldogs to not be exceptional from beyond the arc. And they really turned it on in the third quarter. Casey Newbert with some hard-fought points underneath the basket. Now 68-39 as Newbert is finally on the board for the first time tonight.
The interesting thing about that first half, if you just go off of feel, it was 18-10 Gonzaga after 1. They won the second quarter 20-10. It felt like the first was a lot better for San Diego, but by the numbers, that actually wasn't the case.
A big 3 there by Kaylee Trong. And now Kaylee Trong has 12 points as the three-pointers continue for Gonzaga. Maxwell with a board off the rim. 8:25 to go in the fourth. Into the corner now on the right side is Kaylee Stokes. Flip it around the horn. Sheffy almost jumped the pass intended for Kaylin Trong. Instead, Trong goes left side off the left block, misses on the left side, but also gets fouled.
Foul is on the Toreros, number 2, Veronica Sheffy.
Claire O'Connor will come into the game for the first time tonight for Gonzaga, and Hollingsworth will check in after starting tonight's game. Has played significant minutes. Played 21 minutes tonight. As Kaylee Trong will go to the free throw line.
That is Sheffy's 4th personal, team's first of the quarter. At the line for Gonzaga, number 14.
Foul was on Veronica Sheffy, her 4th personal. And the first team foul for San Diego of the quarter. Sheffy's got 4 fouls and Finney's got 4 fouls. First free throw for Kaylin Trong is no good. We talked about Carr and Afiaki trying to stay out of foul trouble, the rebounders inside the paint, but it's the guards that have had the most trouble for San Diego. Good rebound there by Destiny Burton, who just checked in on the last stop of time. Gonzaga has a 71-39 lead here, 8 minutes to go in the 4th. Destiny Burton, top of the key, over to Maxwell, Brandon Maxwell. Tried to pass it as the ball gets tipped. Hollingsworth grabs it again, 2 seconds left. No tip of the rim as it's rebounded by Newbert. Would have been a shot clock violation anyway. Sheffy over to Vasicki, around the horn, Newbert. Near side wing, back to Vasicki. Milo Waskovic. 9 seconds to shoot for Newbert. Newbert dribbles left side. Waskovic for 3, too strong, and then off the glass and in. Just how Milo drew it up. And a big 3 for Waskovic, 71-42.
I'll say it again, shooting's all about confidence, and you look at Waskovic coming into this game, 2 for 18 from downtown. It's a big part of having to play catch up, try and make those threes, but you see a few go in the hoop. That can pay dividends for your confidence, even if you are on the wrong side of this one-sided game tonight.
3 seconds to shoot. Trong from the free throw line. Double tap off the glass and in for Trong, 73-42. Both Trong sisters with 11 points tonight. Waskovic, layup, no good. Rebounded by Maxwell. Has had a hell of a game herself with 19 points. O'Connor just in front of the free throw line. Won't go, and a rebound by Carr. Sheffy near side. Over to Vasicki. Cross-court pass. Tried to force it back to Newbert, who zigged, ball zagged, and it's a turnover for San Diego. Now look at the Waskovic 3. Went off the back end of the iron, tipped all the way back up, went above the box, off the glass, and perfectly through the cylinder.
That's one of those ones you want to go find the facilities crew here at USD and give them a little love tap after the game. Keep those rims nice and loose, help those shots fall.
Milo Waskovic, high off the glass and in. A catch and shoot underneath the basket.
So Waskovic getting that three-pointer to go. She had a confident take even though she didn't make the layup on the previous possession. But you can just see it building. You get one to go, you can start to keep things moving from there. Toreros are looking for scoring balance. That's been one of their biggest issues this year. Who steps up point-wise on a nightly basis outside of Sheffy? They haven't had a lot of consistency there. So if somebody can step in, start to get things going offensively, put some good minutes in, it's a good way to get yourself some more playing time.
Eliza Hollingsworth splash from beyond the arc. Her second three-pointer made of the night. And Gonzaga now leads at 76-44. The Bulldogs have shot 52% from beyond the arc, and in the second half have shot 90%. Kylie Horsemeyer answers. She's had a good night. She's got 12 points. .30 lead for Gonzaga. 76-46, 5 minutes to go. Strong thought about a three, pumped a couple of times to penetrate, and then finds Hollingsworth at the top of the key. Back over to Salenbine. Salenbine to Hollingsworth, and a foul on a layup attempt with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Dylan Horton checking back into the game for San Diego. Take another look at the Horsemeyer play. Nice layup. She's been great underneath the basket tonight, using her speed against the size.
Number 12, Eliza Hollingsworth.
As the foul was on Veronica Sheffy, that's her fifth. So she is fouled out of the night. And a tough game for Veronica Sheffy with only 6 points. They'd have 8 rebounds and 8 assists. Played 31 minutes tonight, the most of any Torreira. But unfortunately, the 5 fouls. And only 2 for 13. Very uncharacteristic night for Sheffy. Hollingsworth with the miss, but Gonzaga gets the board, goes out to 3. And the home court rim knocked that one out. They must have switched the baskets at halftime. Dylan Horton, who's got 11 points on the night, has it on the far side arc. Couple of dribbles between her legs at the top of the key. To Horstmeyer around the horn. Newbert underneath the basket. Horton. And Horton's got 12. And a good night for Dylan Horton. Up to 13 points. Correction. And a steal by Casey Newbert. There's Horton again. Thought about penetrating. Instead finds Waskovich. Back to Horton. Waskovich near side Horstmeyer. Flips it to Newbert. Newbert working against Hollingsworth. Off the screen from Afiaki to Horton. Horstmeyer. Far side wing, 10 seconds to shoot. Horstmeyer, top of the key. Waskovich for 3, near side wing. No good, off the front end of the rim. Afiaki went hard for the ball. It gets tipped around, and San Diego will have the possession as we will go to break. 76-48 lead for Gonzaga. Under 4 minutes to go on ESPN+. Hey, Dylan Horton underneath the basket as San Diego trails Gonzaga 76-48, 3:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Alongside David Gentili, I'm Braden Sobrenin. Let's give for tuning into the West Coast Conference on ESPN+. It's the undefeated Gonzaga Bulldogs in conference play. Look to remain undefeated here in San Diego. An unbelievable year it's been for the Bulldogs, who are 20-2, haven't lost a game since November 26, 2023. Earlier in the season, they lost 81-70 at the hands of the Louisville Cardinals at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. It's been a long time since then.
Not only atop the WCC, not particularly close. They're averaging a margin of victory 26.6 points per game in conference play. They have yet to see Pacific, who's 5-2 in conference, 13-7 overall, and that's a good Tiger team. But to this point in the year, with the way the Zags handled their business in non-conference, they got a big win over a Stanford team that they almost got to take on in the NCAA tournament last year. I don't see anybody keeping pace with these Bulldogs as we hit the back half of WCC action.
So a turnover after the alternating possession. The Bulldogs have won 20 of their last 21 games on the year on a 14-game win streak. And a 15-game win streak against San Diego. 3:05 to go. Tharp works back to the right, finds Horton. There's Horstmeyer on the far side wing. To Tharp, back to Horstmeyer. Horstmeyer left-handed dribble, gets surrounded, finds Afiaki. Tharp with a float, no good, too strong. And Salenbein touches it out of bounds. Claire O'Connor comes back into the game for Gonzaga, the freshman out of Bellevue, Washington. From Lakeside High School a year ago. Got a couple of minutes tonight. As Horton inbounds it to Horstmeyer, the catch and shoot, too strong. Rebound Afiaki, over to Waskovich, tipped around and saved by Gonzaga's Callie Stokes. Salenbein brings it across the court. Finds Destiny Burton, over to the near side now to Little, cuts back left to Kaylee Stokes, over to O'Connor. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Salenbein from beyond the arc, dribbles with one hand to the left and picks up her dribble. Gets swarmed, cross-court pass to the far side, O'Connor. O'Connor drives, left side, gets it to go, but has taken too many steps, and the turnover on the traveling violation. 2:15 to go. Horton, Horstmeyer, Waskovich. Left side, elbow for Waskovich. Afiaki tries. Rattle and roll, count the bucket, and she'll go to the line. But Afiaki is a little shaken up underneath the basket as she gets helped up by her teammates. Looks like she's going to be okay. And Melosungu will go to the free throw line.
Melosungu Afiaki at the line for USD. 1 shot.
Afiaki's free throw is no good, so she can't complete the three-point play, but she's got 4 points tonight.
Did well to earn the trip. Started out with that little jab step. Gets Destiny Burton to switch the feet. As soon as that top foot's no longer on your left side, you can go ahead and attack, find the space to get downhill. Afiaki's played some good minutes, and she also had a season-high 6 points, 21 minutes. First time these two teams met up. 22 minutes against Portland. Big reason why she's seen some more minutes the last couple games. Foul trouble for the bigs that we talked about. That was a big story for San Diego in this one with Harson Brown-Carr. You get some more minutes out of Riston, who's missed some time recently, and some more from Afiaki. But Melosungu's looked good in both games against the Zags this year.
Bree Salenbine at the line after she drove left side and was fouled. Makes her first free throw to give the Bulldogs a 77-50 lead, and now makes her second. He's now 5 for 6 from the free throw line on the season. A redshirt sophomore out of Adrian, Michigan. Gallagher for 3, and that's just short. A good board there by Esther Little. Salenbine again underneath the basket, out to O'Connor. Swung to Stokes, back to Salenbine for 3, and that's short. And a little bit to the left. Afiaki pulled it down, finds Horton in transition. 1:15 to go in the game. A tough night for San Diego. They'll be back in action coming up on Saturday as they play host to the San Francisco Dons, who come to town. It'll be a 2 o'clock tip-off here on ESPN+. As Horton's shot won't go. Waskovich with a putback. That rolls out. And Gonzaga will get the board. As for the Bulldogs, they will also be in action on Saturday as they take on Pacific at home in Spokane. Tigers team that hasn't played Gonzaga yet. Salenbine puts up a 3. That's too strong. Burton underneath the basket, off the glass and in. It's a 30-point lead for the Bulldogs, which should be a good matchup for them against Pacific coming up on Saturday. That is a 2 o'clock tip as well. At the kennel. Afiaki. This little layup there on the left side. Afiaki with 6 points. As Gonzaga will bring it across the 10-second line and dribble things out. Gonzaga with an 80-52 victory tonight. Did a great job shooting from beyond the arc and really poured it on in the second and third quarter against San Diego. They go on to win 80-52 over the San Diego Toreros. Gonzaga, with the win, improves to 21-2 on the season. And now a perfect 8-0 in West Coast Conference play. As for San Diego, they dropped to 4-17, now 3-10 at the Jenny Craig Pavilion, and are now 0-8 in West Coast Conference play as they will try to get their first conference win coming up on Saturday against San Francisco. 2 o'clock tip right here on ESPN+. So for David Gentili, I'm Braden Soprenet saying so long from San Diego, where the final score is 80-52 in favor of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.